Now, from 21Alive Plus, this is your Fastcast.
Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us for your 21Alive Plus Fastcast. We just wanted to start with a quick update on some breaking news we've been following this morning. You may have received a notification already on your phone from the 21Alive Plus News app, but we are learning that the former U.S. President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Let me bring up some video of him right now. That's according to a statement from his family. The 46th vice president served alongside Republican President George W. Bush for 2 terms between the years of 2001 and 2009. In his final years, though, he was still a hardline conservative, but became largely ostracized from his party because he gave intense criticism of President Trump, whom he branded as a coward and the greatest ever threat to the public. So please stay up to date with us as we work to get more reaction and more information about his death in the coming hours. Again, our next newscast is coming up at 9 a.m., so you can stay with us then for the very latest information. And while we're talking about the news this morning, today is Election Day, and specifically here at home, the biggest thing going on right now is the next referendum. So voters in Northwest Allen County are heading to the polls this morning to voice their opinion on the proposed referendum. Now, if it's approved, property taxes will raise in the Perry, Eel River, and Lake townships, but it would generate an extra $12 million annually for the district. That money would fund everything from teacher raises and additional staffing across the district to a new career center. And if you live in that area and you are able to go vote for that, the polls are open until 6 o'clock today, and those voting centers are Christ's Hope Church, Crossbridge, and Resurrection Lutheran churches. So make sure you have your voice heard if you live in that area. Okay, we want to get over to meteorologist Liz Braden this morning, but first, I can't believe we just barely missed the best part of the sunrise here for the Fastcast. If you didn't see it, it was absolutely beautiful this morning. And Liz, we've got a pretty nice day on tap. Overall, your pick of the week, but you still are keeping an eye on next week. Lots of weather systems going on for you.
Not even like big weather systems, just more pushes of cold air coming in. There are these nuisance fronts that usually they make more of a difference during the work week, but it holds together pretty nice. It's the back-to-back cold fronts this weekend, though, that really set the stage. So let's go ahead through the timeline, because I know this can get confusing. I'm talking about front after front after front. So at least for today, rest assured, it is the best day of the week weather-wise. We're looking partly cloudy, less wind than what we saw yesterday, with a high of 60 degrees. 2 nuisance days, though, and those are those weaker fronts that are coming through. Not really impacting temperatures all that much, but it kicks up wind. Will be windy Wednesday and Friday, but only rain is expected on Friday with the wind. Then, the thing we've been giving you the first alert to since yesterday is the temperature crash that comes Sunday into Monday. That itself could bring in some of the first snowflakes of the season. How much are we dipping? Well, we're going well below average for this time of year going into next week, as temperatures look to drag down into the 30s for highs by Monday. It's all this cold pool of air that looks to push in from the north. It will slowly push in over the course of the weekend, but it does look to be short-lived. Once we get past Monday, that's slowly pushing out. So what does it look like as we go through today, at least right now on track for that snow? It looks like as we go through Sunday, we have the chance for a bit of rain. As we go through the day on Sunday and we see that start to slowly come through, temperatures are crashing in the mid-40s, and we have the opportunity for some snowflakes to mix in for portions of the Midwest. An extended future track shows that. Some on and off snowflake chances with the highest potential late Sunday going into Monday coming off Lake Michigan. Right now, the data shows it a little bit more due south, which could avoid parts of 21 country. However, it's still just too early for us to lock in where that band specifically will set up. And that's why, just as I was mentioning yesterday with this flurry chance as we go into next Monday, this is something we need to stay updated on day by day. We're giving you the first alert that there is the potential for the first flakes of the season, especially with how far temperatures are falling. And Jess will be keeping you updated on air, online, and of course with our 21Alive First Alert weather app.
Okay, I don't want to sound greedy, but I feel like I'm the type of person, if it's going to snow, I want it to snow.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's not going to be doing
this
that.
This is going to be a nuisance for me.
No, we're too early in the season. I mean, I'm not seeing this as a monster snow, and that's another thing I'm glad you brought up. Not that you're saying this, but a lot of people sometimes associate lake effect snow with a lot of snow, and so sometimes when I reference lake effect snow, a lot of people get freaked out. And I want you to know that it's just the way that the snow is literally set up. Yeah. All of that warm water on Lake Michigan really is just allowing it to kind of surge that moisture. So yeah, we have the opportunity for it, but at this point, this early in the season, the ground's pretty warm. I mean, I'm not expecting very much in terms of accumulation, if any, but again, much too early for specific timing and specific totals, if any. We'll be keeping you updated.
Okay, doing my due diligence at making good points about the weather. It's
yes.
What I do, Liz.
My helper.
All right, there's a live look again over Fort Wayne. We hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we're back again tomorrow.